For us, WealthPoint really got into the ESOP advisory services business and serving as that sell-side advisor, really because a client asked us to. For years, in the first beginning years of our company, we really analyzed ESOPs. We would do the feasibility work, we would do the analysis work, but then we would get the client ready to move forward, and then we would hand it off to another advisory firm, right? Another sell-side advisory firm. And we had a client out of California, family business, multi-generational business. They didn't know what they wanted to do with the company. We analyzed different solutions, selling to a third party, gifting it, becoming another multi-generational business, going to next gen, or doing an ESOP transaction. And what was interesting is the father, right, the patriarch of the family group said, as long as I'm around, you're not selling it to a third party, sons. I gifted you the company, and I'm not going to let you go off and sell it to a third party. If you're going to sell it, it has to be sold to the employees. And so we analyzed that transaction, showed them the ups and downs of what it means to be an ESOP, what's the results of that, and the client decided to move forward. And then they said, who's going to help us out with that process? And we had talked about that, we had not done that before, but we can make some introductions. And they said, well, we know you guys the best. You guys are the ones that helped guide us to this spot. You're the ones that helped us understand what the pros and cons were. Can you serve as that sell-side advisor? And being the entrepreneur spirit that we are, we said, yes, absolutely, right? And really what it did is it allowed us to, carry forward from our commitment to helping clients, get to quantifiable results and see success. And so that was our first ESOP engagement. From there, we kind of built the plane while we were flying it, as they say, but we really helped to really structure the entire transaction and yield a great result for the client. The best part of that was that it was a minority transaction. They monetized. They obviously sold a partial share of the ownership to the employee stock ownership trust. A few years later, they got an offer that they couldn't refuse and decided to sell to a third party, and really everybody won. Family group got what they were looking for. The employees monetized their shares after a very short amount of time for several hundreds of thousands of dollars each, and it was a great result for all parties.